And this time the beautiful surroundings and location of Killruddery House and Gardens on the Southern Cross in Bray. And Fionnuala Ardee is here. Good morning to you, Fionnuala. Nice to see you again.
Good morning. How are you?
Okay, thanks for coming in.
Thank you. Lovely to be on. Thanks for having me on.
What's it like now in Killruddery? Is it very autumnal and it's all brown leaves? And
it's stunning. It's stunning. Every day you look out and the leaves are getting more brown slowly. And you know the way it starts at the top of some of the trees. There's different trees that start at different times. I find that the beech tree on the right hand side of the lawn starts and then it kind of goes down. Actually, I think the maple starts first. And the beech hedge is still not quite brown yet. It's still really green. So there's lovely parts of the garden that sort of sort of spreads throughout it. And the mists have been lovely, haven't they?
Yes.
Yeah, the mists have been gorgeous every morning for the last while. So.
And of course you've got the aspect of the little hills surrounding. Killruddery is a magic place.
It is a magic place.
But that's not all you do, because there, you had, of course, all the music concerts and whatever that go on, and people visit for coffee and tea, etc. So what's up and coming at Killruddery?
Well, thank you for asking. We have Halloween coming up. We are doing pumpkin carving in the garden with the kids, and we are doing a scarecrow competition where families come and they dress their own scarecrow. And we've had terrific characters over the last few years, and it happens over the Friday and Saturday this year, the 30th and 31st.
Isn't it great that it's happening at the weekend? It's brilliant.
So people can do it over the weekend. I mean, Sunday is the 1st of November this year, so it's happening over midterm break Friday and then Saturday, and people can bring home the scarecrow that they make. And the scarecrow is also part of, if they want to, they can enter into a competition where they can win certain Killruddery goodie bag full of memberships and things. I think what people really like is that they come with their family or their friends. There's different age groups. So we have a sort of cross made for the base of your scarecrow. We provide lots of tights and straw to make the base, and then you come with everything else and you dress up a character and you see how well you can make a scary, gory or funny.
You don't see many Halloween scarecrows characters
now.
You don't.
I suppose you don't.
I mean, if people see the Wizard of Oz or something and they're delighted that the scarecrow is there, but you don't actually hear about them or see them.
I think when we first started doing Halloween in Killruddery, we were really keen that it reflected the seasons more than the gowls and the ghosts. So scarecrow sort of fits that, doesn't it? We're in the middle of a farm. There's crops there. It's autumn.
Do they work? Do scarecrows work? Or are the crows now too intelligent to say, look at that for an effort? That's not going to scare me.
I'm just thinking of a fantastic Buster Keaton I just watched the other day with my son, who absolutely loved it, where he kept falling over the cross to be the statue to hide from the scary father of the woman he wanted to marry. And I think it worked there. It does. I think it works. I think that crop fields are on such a large scale these days that, one scarecrow isn't going to do the whole field.
Well, I know that I get the bus now, and I get off the 145 here, right? And it's a sort of a grass verge beside football pitch. And on the grass verge, the crows are just ignoring me when I pass by, and they're just foraging around in the grass.
You want to say, look, be frightened of me.
And I'm moving. So a scarecrow in the middle of a field, I'm just wondering, do they care?
Well, maybe the next time you need to put your hands out.
Maybe that's it. Yeah, my technique is wrong.
Make a scary face and they're going to move. Yeah, I don't know. I think crows definitely are one of the most intelligent birds, and they get trained very easily. So if they see people in an urban situation a lot, they're not going to react to a human. But I think in the middle of the field, the more rural ones probably do a little bit more.
Yeah.
But like I say, I think the fields are in such a big... But now, I have to say, some kids seem to really get the whole concept of scarecrows, and they seem to work for them.
Okay, what do you want the children to do then for Halloween?
We want them to come along with their families on the 30th or the 31st between 9:30 or 6 o'clock, and we want them to buy a little patch where they're going to make their scarecrow for the day or for the hour or for the half hour, whatever their concentration span is. Some people literally come and camp out for the day and they make these fantastic scarecrows. Come with some props. So we provide some clothes and different things, but it's better if you can come even, with a kind of plan of how you want it beforehand. So maybe some drawings for the week beforehand at home, a midterm break exercise. Try and decide what would be the scariest way to make your pumpkin. Your pumpkin as well, but your scarecrow. Try to think whether you want it to be funny, scary, ghouly, scary. disgusting, scary, frightened, scary, all of those things. Whether you think it's a scary politician that you know of, or a scary character on television, you can do it, or a scary model that you can think of. I don't know, something like that. So you could try and imitate a certain character. So, or just come and make a very basic scarecrow, whatever your level is.
How big?
They are about, the crosses we make range from about 4 foot to 6 foot, so it can be human size.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. And you can choose slightly different sizes. And so come along Friday or Saturday, the 30th, 31st, 9:30 to 6 p.m. And there'll be the judging on the Saturday afternoon, so you can come back into the garden if you've been on the Saturday for the judging if you want to. And there'll be different prizes for different age categories, so you can come with your family or with your friends. And then, so that's happening, Halloween's happening, and then we're very soon into Christmas. Are we allowed to say that word yet?
No. Let's pretend. Okay. There's an event happening in December and we're making plans.
Christmas. Well, one of the lovely things about Christmas at Killruddery is that we run 3 weekends of farm markets that go over the Saturday and the Sunday. So we have terrific producers come to sell their food for Christmas, and also people who make gifts, mostly from Wicklow, people who make items suitable for gifts. And we stock in our own little shop some ecological or nature products, all that kind of stuff.
You don't have to go to Prague or someplace for all these markets.
No,
and things.
come to Killruddery.
That's it.
And already there's a great guy called Patrick from Cranesley farm, who's taking orders for turkeys and hams at the moment at the farm market.
Come
which
on
happens
now.
every
This
Saturday.
is not. You're talking Thanksgiving, aren't you? You're not talking Christmas.
I've booked my turkey already, and the lovely thing about booking my turkey already is he goes and gets the little chicks and he brings them up on big load of grassland, and it's from now till Christmas. They have all that time to get fat. I think they've been going for about a month already, and they're out in the wild. They're not locked in any shed. You know that the turkey you're going to eat at Christmas has had a good life.
Any films been done or anything like that at Killruddery?
Nothing at the moment. Penny Dreadful was the last series in. I don't think there's any films booked in at the moment. Viking seems to be taking over all of Wicklow, doesn't it? And we're not quite
the era for Viking. Yeah.
We must sort of build an extra field or something that looks kind of older.
But they're actually talking about, in provision in this budget again, with more tax relief as regards more production. So
yeah, and I think that's really important to the economy in Wicklow. It's certainly important to our economy, but I know so many people involved and paid through the films. It's excellent, isn't it?
Yeah, and you had what was the last one? Lassie was there. Well, I know you had Penny Dreadful, but Lassie was there.
Lassie was there quite a while ago. We've had Becoming Jane. We've had Count of Monte Cristi. We've had Far and Away, long time ago. Oh goodness, Tudors. A lot of Tudors was filmed with us. The one that was in between that didn't go on for more than a series. What was that called?
I can't remember.
It was a King Arthur one again. And we had an old King Arthur, of course, John Boorman's.
Well, listen, keep us informed of all that.
Yes, thank you. We will indeed.
And best of luck at Halloween anyway, with all your scarecrows. I hope they work.
Thank
you,
And your
Declan. Pumpkins as well. That, of course, is the Halloween weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. Good to see you. That is Fionnuala Ardee there from Killruddery House and Gardens.